Hello children. Today in GK topic we will be starting by topic number 8, symbolic plants and birds. Since ancient times, many plants and animals have been considered as symbols of either good or bad. Solve the crossword and learn more about ancient times. यानी पहले के ज़माने से जिन्हें सिंबल माना जाता है गुड यानी कि किसी अच्छी चीज़ और whenever you see a black cat everyone say a black cat पेजेंट्स घूमती है तो उनको कहते हैं कि animals birds plants bad. Now here we have been given below are the clues. We have to read the clues and then we have to solve this crossword. So let's begin. First of all we are going to solve all the numbers in the across column. Okay, let's begin. Number 1. These birds are considered sacred in America. Now these are natives of America. America जो वाइबर्स अमेरिकन हैं वो लोग इस बर्ड को बहुत ही सेक्रेड यानी कि बहुत ही पवित्र मानते हैं. ईगल्स, सो इन EAGLES, ईगल्स. द लीफ ऑफ दिस ट्री इज नेशनल एम्बलम ऑफ कैनेडा. इस ट्री का जो लीफ है ना, इट इज़ इंक्लूडेड इन द नेशनल एम्बलम ऑफ हमारे नेशनल एम्बलम में 4 लायंस है, राइट. लीफ है. व्हाट इज द ट्री? MEAPLE, मेपल ट्री. यू कैन सी इन योर बुक इन द इमेज यू कैन सी साइड में आपको दिख रहे हैं गोल्डन कलर जैसे कुछ लीव्स हैं. दीज आर द लीव्स ऑफ द मेपल ट्री. नंबर 5. These birds are considered symbols of good luck. Now these are the birds जिन्हें good luck का symbol माना जाता है. कहा जाता है कि ये जहाँ पे भी हो वहाँ पे good luck लेकर आती है. So what are these birds? These birds are known as storks. Spelling will be STORKS. Storks. Number 9. This tree is sacred to the Buddhist. Now this tree is very sacred to Buddhist. और सिर्फ बुद्धिस्ट में ही नहीं, इस ट्री को बहुत सेक्रेट माना जाता है कि होली इन द सेंस बहुत ही पवित्र मानती है. एंड द सेम इज़ विथ अस ऑल्सो. इन आवर कंट्री ऑल्सो इस ट्री को बहुत ही पवित्र और सीक्रेट माना जाता है. दिस ट्री इज़ द पीपल ट्री. PEEPAL, people. Number 10. It is the national flower of India. This is the biggest hint. It has to be the easiest. Which is the national flower of India? Lotus. So in number 10 we will write LOTUS, lotus. Again we'll recall all the answers for the across. Number 1. These birds are considered sacred by the natives of America. Eagles. Number 3. The leaf of this tree is the national emblem of Canada. Maple. Number 5. These birds are considered symbols of good luck. Storks. Number 7. These birds are symbol of love and peace. See, I left this one. Number 7 is doves. Doves जो होते हैं उन्हें peace का symbol माना जाता है. DOVES. So in 7 number we'll be putting doves. Number 9. This tree is sacred to the Buddhist. People. Lastly, number 10. The national flower of India, lotus. Now turn for down. Number 2. The branch of this tree is considered to be a symbol of peace. Now द ब्रांच, ब्रांच यानी टहनी, तो ये जो पेड़ है, ये जो ट्री है, उसकी जो ब्रांच है, जो टहनी है, उसको पीस का एक सिंबल माना जाता है। पीस यानी शांति। सो दिस ट्री इज़ द ऑलिव ट्री। द स्पेलिंग विल बी OLIVE, olive. Number 2 will be olive. Number 4, these birds are said to predict diseases and death. Now there is a theory about these birds. They means के लोगों का ऐसा मानना है कि ये birds हैं वो किसी भी तरह की disease या death को predict करती हैं. They can be said to predict the diseases and death. What is the name of the birds? These birds are ravens. 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 Number 4 is ravens. Number 6, in ancient Rome, the hooting of these birds was deemed as a warning of death. Now in ancient Rome, when these birds hooted, जब ये birds hoot करती थी, तब ऐसा माना जाता था that it was considered as a warning of death. इसे एक death की warning की तरह ही consider किया जाता था. Now आपके लिए hint दे दिया है the word hooting. hooting कौन सी वाली birds करती हैं? Owls. 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 So number 6 will be owls. Number 8, these birds found mainly in Asia are adored symbols of long life. Now these birds that are mainly found in Asia are adored, are considered to be the symbols of long life. वो लोग लंबी उम्र का एक सिंबल माने जाते हैं. एंड ये बर्ड्स मेनली कहाँ मिलती है? एशिया कॉन्टिनेंट में. These birds are known as cranes. 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 Number 8 will be cranes. Again, all of the clues will read and give the answers. Number 1, these birds are considered sacred by the natives of America. Eagles. Number 2, the branch of this tree is considered to be a symbol of peace. Olive. Number 3, the leaf of this tree is the national emblem of Canada. Maple. Number 4, these birds are said to predict diseases and death. Ravens. Number 5, these birds are considered symbols of good luck. Storks. Number 6, in ancient Rome, the hooting of these birds was deemed as a warning of death. Owls. Number 7, these birds are a symbol of love and peace. Doves. Number 8, these birds found mainly in Asia are adored symbols of long life. Cranes. Number 9, this tree is sacred to the Buddhist. People. Number 10, last one, the national flower of India, lotus. Now we have a fact bite. Phoenix is fabulous mythical bird that symbolizes immortality. It is believed that it dies in a fire and rises again from its ashes. Now phoenix is a bird which is a mythical creature. mythical यानी कि काल्पनिक है. इसका कोई प्रूफ नहीं है कि ऐसी कोई बर्ड एक्चुअल में एग्जिस्ट करती थी. बट द फैक्ट अबाउट दिस बर्ड इज़ दैट इट इज़ सेड टू बी अ सिंबल ऑफ इमोर्टैलिटी. इमोर्टैलिटी यानी अमर. मॉर्टल यानी वो जो मर सकते हैं और इमॉर्टल यानी जो मर नहीं सकते हैं. सो इस बर्ड के बारे में ऐसी चीज़ थी दैट ये बर्ड एक फायर कैच करके मर जाती थी और अपने ही एशेज़ में से दोबारा रीबॉर्न होती थी. दिस बर्ड व्हेन इट रीचेस टू द ओल्ड एज, व्हेन इट्स टाइम टू like die, all the animals, birds, we reach to a certain, even humans, we reach to a certain age and then we die, right? The same was for phoenix. So phoenix would reach a certain old age and they would die. और वो मरते कैसे थे? वो अपनी बॉडी को आग लगा लेते, अपने आप वो जल जाते थे. आफ्टर बर्निंग वी नो वेन एवर समथिंग बर्न इट लीव्स डाउन एशेज, राख रह जाती है पीछे. सो द phoenix bird would burn down into ashes. Now after a few minutes or a few hours, उन्हीं ashes में से एक new baby phoenix bird was born. Now the cycle continues. The baby phoenix will grow with time. ओके वो धीरे धीरे बड़ा होगा, फिर वो एक एज तक रीच करेगा, ओल्ड एज तक, फिर से वो बर्न होगा, फिर एशेज़ में से फिर से बॉर्न होगा, एंड द साइकिल गोज़ ऑन एंड इट कीप्स कंटिन्यूइंग. सो दिस इज़ द फैक्ट अबाउट फिनिक्स बर्ड. इट इज़ अ मिथिकल क्रिएचर, काल्पनिक है. इसके एक्चुअल में होने का हमारे पास कोई सबूत नहीं है. जैसे डायनासोर्स का हमारे पास प्रूफ है, द फॉसिल्स. लाइक सेम अबाउट फिनिक्स वी डू नॉट हैव anything. It's just fantasy of the people. It might be true or it might not be. We never know because हमें पता है कि फिनिक्स मरते नहीं थे, तो उनकी फॉसिल्स या उनकी हड्डियाँ मिलना तो बहुत ही मुश्किल काम हो जाएगा. एंड इफ़ दे आर स्टिल अलाइव, वेयर आर दे? नो वन हैज़ एवर सीन अ फिनिक्स इन देयर लाइफ, एंड दैट्स व्हाई इट इज़ कंसिडर्ड टू बी अ mythical bird. Now next we have topic 10, kings and kingdom. A number of powerful empires emerged in ancient India, each of which was ruled by a famous king. Fill in the blanks with the appropriate vowels to obtain the correct answer. Now we all know the history about India, at least enough that we know it was ruled by different kings, different dynasties at different periods, right? So here we have been given certain clues, certain descriptions about some kings and emperors, and we have to read it, we have to guess which king it is, and we have to write the name of that specific person. Let's begin. Number 1, he founded the Mauryan Empire in India with the help of Kautilya. He was a military genius and an eminent statesman. Now this person was the founder of the Mauryan Empire in India. He took the help of Kautilya in that, and he was considered as a military genius and also an eminent statesman. Here we are talking about Chandragupta Maurya. The spelling will be CHANDRAGUPTA. Chandragupta MAURYA. Maurya. Chandragupta Maurya. Number 2, he was the son of Bindusar. He conquered Kalinga in 261 BC. The sight of massive bloodshed killed the soldier in him, and he embraced Buddhism. Now this king, he was the son of Bindusar. He conquered Kalinga in 261 BC. Now, but in his last war, there was so much of bloodshed and death of innocent people. The number of death of people was numerous. This had a great impact on this king. This king then abandoned war, abandoned his kingdom, and then he attained Buddhism. उन्होंने Buddhism अपना लिया. This king is Ashoka. 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 Number 3, he is known as great empire builder. He patronized Buddhism and the Gandhar school of art. Now this person is considered as a great empire builder. He patronized Buddhism and also the Gandhar school of art. Here we are talking about Kanishk. Kanishka. Kanishk. Number 4. He was the greatest king of Vardhan dynasty. He was a great patron of art and literature. Yun Sang, a Chinese pilgrim, visited India during his reign. Now this king was one of the greatest king of Vardhan dynasty, and also he was a great patron of art and literature. The famous Chinese pilgrim Yun Sang, he visited India during the reign of this particular king. The king is Harshvardhana. 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 Number 5. He was a great conqueror who invaded India 17 times. The famous Persian poet Firdausi lived in his court. Now this king, he invaded India almost 17 times. And the famous Persian poet Firdausi, he used to live in his court. The name of this person is Mahmud Ghazni. Mahmud. Mahmud. Ghazni. Ghazni. Mahmud Ghazni. Number 6. He defeated Prithviraj at the second battle of Tarain. His reign marked the beginning of permanent Muslim rules in India. This person, he defeated Prithviraj in the second battle of Tarain, and with this he marked the beginning of a permanent Muslim rule in India. This person was Muhammad Ghori. Spelling will be Mohammed, Muhammad, Ghori, Ghori, Muhammad Ghori. Number 7. He was the founder of the slave dynasty. He commenced the building of the Qutub Minar, which was later completed by Iltutmish. This person was the founder of the slave dynasty. He started building the great monument Qutub Minar, and it was later on completed by Iltutmish. This person is Qutbuddin Aibak. Qutbuddin, Qutbuddin Aibak, Aibak, Qutbuddin Aibak. Number 8. He was the most distinguished ruler of the Khilji dynasty. खिलजी डायनेस्टी का सबसे क्रूअल और सबसे अलग तरह का रूलर रहा है ये पर्सन. ही इज़ अलाउद्दीन खिलजी. ALAUDDIN अलाउद्दीन. KHILJI खिलजी. अलाउद्दीन खिलजी. Number 9. He was the most distinguished ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. Just like Alauddin Khilji was a distinguished ruler of Khilji dynasty, this person was the most distinguished ruler of the Tughlaq dynasty. He shifted his capital from Delhi to Daulatabad. This person is Muhammad bin Tughlaq. MOHAMMAD Muhammad, BIN bin, TUGHLAQ Tughlaq. Muhammad bin Tughlaq. Number 10, last one. He was defeated by Babur at the first battle of Panipat, and the foundation of Mughal rule in India was laid. Now this person was defeated by Babur in the first battle of Panipat, and after that it was just the beginning of the Mughal empire, Mughal rule on India was set from this very moment. The person is Ibrahim Lodi. Ibrahim, Ibrahim. Lodhi, Lodi. Ibrahim Lodi. Lastly, we have a fact bite. Ashoka the Great was most probably the first Indian ruler to unite entire empire under his control. Now it is said that the king Ashoka the Great, he was the first Indian ruler who managed to unite entire empire under his control. He was a great king, and we all know the story also. There are certain movies also based on his life story. In the last war, whatever happened due to that war, it had a great impact on his heart, and that's why he abandoned war and everything and attained Buddhism. So children, this was all in today's video. We'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.